Hey, how's it going everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you some brand new glitches in Palworld. For example, I'll be showing you how to get on top of the tower boss barrier because typically you cannot get here unless you do a specific glitch. We are also going to discuss a really cool glitch which will allow you to throw down an infinite amount of rockets. Now, even though there is some new glitches in today's video, I do want to make this clear that I am going to be showing you an updated method as well. Also, if you have frequently stopped by the channel and you're not subscribed, do that now, and let's go ahead and dive right into this. Let's begin by discussing the tower boss barrier glitch. All you will need for this is a pal, a saddle for your pal, and the ability to butcher your pal. This means you will need a meat cleaver. Once equipped, you should have the option at the top to butcher your pal. With that being said, you will want to choose the butcher option. As you are butchering your pal, what you should notice is that your pal is going to receive a second strike. Your character is going to strike down the meat cleaver twice. On the second strike, there is sort of a delay before your pal disappears, and this should give you enough time to mount. If you do it correctly, you should see that you're on top of your mount. You will receive some material, and on top of that, your pal there is going to sink below the floor. Once you have noticed that your pal is sinking below the ground, you can then go towards the tower, activate it, and go inside. We of course are going to see the boss. We are going to zoom past the boss, go towards the end here, or more so the front entrance. We're going to use our pal, summon it down, quickly hop on, and you should see that you're going to phase through the barrier. You might be thinking, why did you not just simply summon down your pal and, break through the barrier that way? That does not work one bit. You can definitely feel free to try it and see if you can break through the barrier or no clip through it. It does not work. With this method, you can break through the barrier, and you will notice here that this boss is still able to reach you no matter what. The best option here is to hop on top of your mount and then fly towards the top, but you cannot do that. So what you need to do is then drop the pal, pick it back up. This way it fixes that no clip glitch. You can then proceed up towards the top, fly on top of the barrier, shoot down below, do whatever you have to do. Eventually you will be able to defeat the boss, and you will notice that you have completed this tower easily just by using this one glitch. There's also another way to take out the tower boss by using another glitch. What you can do is throw down your pal right as you're knocked out. For example, I'll be trying to do this with this boss right here, Victor and Shadowbeak. And as I mentioned before, the steps are pretty simple. We're going to throw down our sphere right as we're taken out, and you're going to see that our pal is able to fight back while we're dead. I would like to mention that this is not necessarily new, but it definitely is worth trying, and I thought I would throw it in this video since we're talking about tower bosses. As well as I would like to show you something else that you can do with the butcher glitch. What I recommend is that you have two flying mounts. You have one mount that you can fly with, and then you have the other mount that you can no clip through. We are going to use this method right here so that we can get to the end of the dungeon a lot faster than the previous methods by using the same exact glitch with the butcher. You can tell that I am able to no clip through the floor right here and then pop back up. We are going to use our second mount so that we can fly straight towards the end of the dungeon. Remember that we also have the other mount which we're going to use to no clip. You can use this to no clip through the floor and get towards the end and pick up all the chests. Simple, easy, and efficient. Previously, what we had to do was use our mount and the petting option to break through the barriers. This way, we do not have to do that, and we can get towards the end pretty fast. And right there, you can tell I opened up both of the chests, and I can go ahead and go towards the middle if I would like to take out the boss next. We are now going to move on and talk about some more glitches. Next up, we have the unlimited rocket ammo, and this does work with most pals. This was discovered by Sharp Eye and also recorded by Sharp Eye, and thank you so much for sharing this over on the Discord. And all you really need to do is quick hold tap and then release it right after firing. Just do this multiple times, and at the end you should see that it will completely refresh. This right here is an awesome find, and I'm pretty sure Sharp Eye, you must have been excited to come across this. I definitely would have. So yeah, thank you again for sharing this, and let's go ahead and move on and talk about some other things. Alrighty, for this next glitch, there are a few requirements. You're going to need some seeds. This could be lettuce or berries. It does not matter which. You are also going to need to make sure that you have enough technology points so that you can purchase the wooden tavern set. So this way you can place down one of those stools. If you do not have that set, you can pretty much use any stool. And lastly, you will need to make sure that you have some material to craft the plantation and some other things that we will be using. If you need any seeds, you can head over towards the Fisherman Point of interest, and you can purchase some seeds towards the left side. You will see a red merchant. Alrighty, now that I have some seeds, I can head back towards the fast travel statue, fast travel towards my base, and we're going to place down a few items. Once you're at your base, you are going to go over towards the far right where it says furniture. We need to locate the earthen pipe. We are going to place down the earthen pipe directly down, then go over and find the wooden stool or any stool of your choice. If you place that stool inside of the earthen pipe, it will actually angle it weirdly to where you can place down some of your plantation devices in a slanted angle. For example, right here, you can tell that I'm able to place it inside. Although it might be a bit tricky here, so you will need to back up, place it inside, and kind of find the right angle so that you could properly place down the stool. As you can tell right there. You do have some other options. You could place down a smaller stool, you could place down a larger one. It's entirely up to you and what you do have at your disposal. We can now delete this earthen pipe, and you should see that this right here, the wooden stool, is remaining intact. We can place down another stool, and what you will see is that it will be placed almost in the same exact angle. We pretty much want to continue this process at least until we have 4 stacked. You can then place down the berry plantation, lettuce plantation, whichever one, at an angle like this. Now, are there any benefits to doing this glitch? Yes, there absolutely is. You can stack this, have it in a nice condensed form, and this will also drop the material because it's at an angle, so it will just slide right down and fall to the floor. What we're going to discuss next is a great way to acquire a lot of pals by simply swapping in and out the Black Marketeer. Some of you probably already know about this method, but what you can do is place down your Black Marketeer in your camp and respawn him multiple times so that he refreshes his list. But here's the thing, you can actually do this inside of a viewing cage and make things a lot faster. What you'll do is place down a foundation on the right side, place down a wall next. When you do have these two objects together, you do want to make sure that the foundation is sort of at an angle like so, where it's more thin as you go towards the end and kind of wider at the front here. We're going to place down the wall, and you can use the wall to get inside the viewing cage. Previously, what I had shown in the past was you would have to use a mount to get in and out, and then you would have to delete the viewing cage. This way, you do not need to do that. Just go towards the wall and climb towards the left, and you'll merge right on in. And now we can go ahead and talk to the Black Marketeer, purchase some pals, and once we're done, we can go ahead and look inside the viewing cage and swap the pal in and out, specifically the Black Marketeer. You can purchase some more pals and do this as much as you want. But let's say that you want to exit outside the viewing cage without affecting your base, well, what can you do? Grip on the side of the wall, climb up, and you're back inside. Some of you out here might find this useful, some of you might not. Let me know what you think down below about this glitch. And by the way, if you need any help, go ahead, comment down below, and I'll try to help out as much as I can. We are now going to continue on and talk about the last and final glitch, which is going to allow you to get rid of a wanted level pretty fast. You first need to acquire a wanted level by going over towards the Fisherman Point, the settlement, or up here towards the dunes. It's entirely up to you, but let's say that you got a wanted level and you want to get rid of it. Sure, you can easily exit the game and then join back, but if you're in a dedicated server, you might not want to do this. Instead, what you can do on a dedicated server is get a wanted level, get on top of your mount, fly towards the very top. You're going to see that the enemies are going to blink in and out. You can just sit here, and at this point, the enemies will disappear, or the wanted level specifically will disappear. Also, I'd like to mention that, sure, maybe this cannot count as a glitch because, of course, you're just flying up. You're getting rid of them probably the way that you're supposed to, or intended. So really, it's probably not a glitch, but the fact is, the enemies do blink in and out and you can hit them when you're up in the air. So why not? I just decided to throw this one in here. Anyways, as you all know, this is the end of the video. We're on the final and last glitch. We've already talked about it. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, you can join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, or comment down below. Thank you guys so much for the support once again, and I'll see you all in the next video.